back to Pilates Thread. I'm Jo. This week we're going to be putting together some of the fundamental pieces that we've been learning over the last several weeks, couple of months I guess, into one fluid exercise flow. So within Pilates there are so many pieces that we can kind of play with. When we're working the body, we want to be sure that from beginning to end we're nice and balanced. So we want the front half of the body, the back half of the body, and either side. And so with that thought, front, back, top, and bottom, that gives us a lot of room to be creative with our exercise flow. So that's exactly what we're going to create today, is a flow. If you look back at our fundamental series videos that we've been doing, we've talked about our connectivity and we've talked about our breath, and we've broken down some of the specific exercise series that we find within the Pilates method. Side lying, bridging, extension work, just to name a few. So for today, we're gonna put all of those that we've done together, as well as just a basic warm up, and we're gonna throw in the 100, which is a classic Pilates exercise that everybody's seen. We're gonna use our squashy ball for today for a couple of the exercises, but not all. And so if you've got that handy, be sure and grab it. And yeah, let's just jump into this. Okay guys, so here we are down on the mat, ready to get started. I've got my squashy ball here handy, right within hand's reach, but not in my way. Centered on my mat, my knees are bent, feet are standing. We're gonna have this eye gaze straight up at the ceiling so that we really get this spine into nice alignment first. Bring your attention to your feet to start, finding equal pressure between the big toe, little toe, and heel, and feeling the inner thighs really pull to the midline. Find your neutral pelvis, where you're right in the middle of that sacrum, and those hip bones are both shining straight towards the sky. Engage through that pelvic floor, pulling everything up and in. Take a breath in. As you exhale, close the ribs, down and together, so we activate internal and external obliques, psoas, transverse abdominis, all of those deep abdominal muscles. We want to get everything connected. Open the chest and pull the shoulder blades down into the rib cage, letting the fingertips slide long on the mat, and let the crown of your head reach long to the wall behind you. So we want to have a nice open throat and length in the back of the spine there. So the crown of the head goes long to the wall behind you, and the tailbone goes long to the wall opposite you. The feet are planted, the legs are active, abdominals are active, the spine is working, and we're breathing. 2 more breaths. In through the nose, out through the back of the throat. 1 more. Now, holding all those connections that we've just found, nice and strong, take the arms straight to the ceiling. So we want them to be in line here with the joint space of the shoulder. Continue tractioning the spine. Inhale as we protract around the upper back, reaching the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, retract the shoulder blades, letting the chest open. Notice the elbows stay straight. So it's an inhale to reach and an exhale to retract, maintaining the tractioning on the spine. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, retract. Last one, reach and retract. Now just letting the shoulders be gently connected into the joint space. Bring the left arm down by the hip and the right arm up by the ear, making sure that the ribs stay closed, the abdominals are nice and connected and strong. Inhale to pinwheel the arms. Exhale, switch. Making that motion last the full length of the breath. Maintaining the connections. The ribs are closed, the shoulder blades are pulled down. You might find that one shoulder moves easier or with a greater range than the other. 1 more each way. And arms straight to the ceiling. So we're trying to mobilize the shoulder joints here before we get started. Fingertips come together and the elbows drop open like you're hugging around a big beach ball, around a tree. Got a pretty plie position here on the ground. Inhale as you open the chest, letting the elbows reach for the floor. Exhale, pull with the chest, the biceps, those forearm muscles come together with the exhale. Inhale, open. Shoulder blades squeeze to the spine. So now we activate the back to open the chest. Exhale, pull with the chest and feel the stretch in the back. 2 more. Open with the inhale. Close with the exhale. Maintain that length on the spine. Last one. And close. Now bring those hands behind the head and give a little pull on the base of the spine here. So we want to give a little tractioning on the neck. Feel the shoulder blades pull down in opposition. The elbows are wide, but not so wide that the ribs disconnect. You've got to have the shoulder blades connected and the ribs closed. So you're going to be able to see your elbows in your peripheral vision. We're going to do some crunches here to get started and find our controlled neutral in our spine here this morning. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulder blades down. Drop the breastbone. Close the ribs. Curl up. Feeling a stretch in the back, but not coming out of neutral. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now I always find that it gives me a couple of rotations here to really find where my range is at today. Inhale down. Keep squeezing those inner thighs to the midline, pressing the feet into the floor. Keep that traction on the neck the whole time. We want to keep the spine long first before we move. Last one, up and hold. Hold, hold. All right, now you're going to leave one hand behind the head, holding yourself into that crunch. Grab the ball, and we're going to place it between those knees. I'm going to return that hand there behind my head, holding the ball nice and firm with the inner thighs. I'm going to bring those legs up into chair position. Now for our 100, you've got 3 options: bent knee, straight legs, or long legs. So pick your poison, as it were. Mine's going to be bent knees here today. Take one hand from behind the head, reach it long next to the body. Notice that really pulls you down. Tummy is tight. You're still neutral in the pelvis. Take the other arm long, squeeze that ball, see if you can come up a little bit higher, maintaining that neutral, soft neck, percussive breath, in through the nose, out through the back of the throat. Here we go. Pulse those arms. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in. Last one. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, freeze. Exhale, hands behind the head and roll down. Inhale again. Exhale, lower the feet to the floor. Take the ball out, place it to your side. Get nice and warm. We're going to go right into our abdominal series here. You're going to bring that right knee into your chest, left hand onto the knee, right hand reaches towards the ankle of that right foot. Inhale. Exhale, extend the left leg to the opposite wall. Inhale again. Exhale, curl up into a crunch. Make sure you find your neutral, long spine. The abdominal series. Pull that right knee into your chest with 2 breaths. Switch legs. Switch. Last one. Both legs in. Hands on the outside of the calves. We're still rolled up. Soft neck. Double leg stretch. Inhale as we extend arms and legs in opposite directions. Exhale, bend the knees, scoop the arms around. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Open. Close. 2 more. Last one. Now, reach for the right ankle. Left leg long to the floor. Right leg to the sky. Now this automatically pulls me out of neutral, so I have to drop my hand hold down, pull closer to that knee there for me with 2 inhales, sizzle the legs with an exhale, pull on the left. Last set. And legs to the sky, hands behind the head. Again, still curled up, tummy tight. Make sure you've still maintained your neutral pelvis. Externally rotate those thigh bones. So you open up the hips, heels are together. Inhale as the legs come down towards the mat. Exhale as they come up and around the joint space of the hip. Ooh, tummy tight, long spine. Let's go, focus, inhale down. Exhale up. Squeeze those heels together. Try not to move that spine or your back. Woo. One more. Bend those knees into chair position. We're still curled up. We have crisscross. So I'm gonna bring my right armpit to my left knee as my right leg goes long. So right leg away, right armpit to left knee. Exhale, switch. Inhale one direction, exhale the other. Keeping the bent knee right at 90, lifting the shoulder blade off the floor, not pulling on the neck. One more, down we come. All right, one hand on each knee, give me some hip stirs, drawing those knees into the chest, circling the hips around one way, and the other, letting the back rock on the mat just a little bit. Feet to the floor, grab your ball. We're gonna put the ball back between those knees, and we're gonna have those heels come fairly close to our sit bones. Find or make sure you're still in neutral, arms down by your sides, crown of the head long, tummy is tight. Hold that ball nice and firm there from the top of the inner thighs out to the knees. Think about that firm hold all the way down to the feet. Let's do one more breath in. Now as we exhale, press the feet to the floor, squeeze the ball, tuck the pelvis, and lift into a bridge. Now once we're here, we make sure that the fingertips are reaching long down the mat. We don't tuck the shoulders underneath, we just make sure that they're wide along the rib cage. Active arms, you want to feel your triceps light up. Make sure you haven't come too high. I always come too high. I always have to check in and make sure that my bones are happy, right? My muscles will let me go higher than I should, so I've got to check in, correct it. Use that hold as a nice long exercise challenge. Inhale here. As we exhale, I keep the hips high and I tuck from the top of the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Keeping the arms active, deep tuck of the pelvis, keep squeezing the ball. Rock the hips back into neutral. Inhale. Exhale, press feet, squeeze the ball, tuck the pelvis and lift. Long spine, connected to the bones. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, come down, deep tuck, long spine. Squeeze the ball, all the way down. One more like that. And exhale, press feet, squeeze the ball, tuck the pelvis. Long spine, soft through the throat. Exhale, come down. Squeeze the ball, squeeze the ball, squeeze the ball. We've got to make sure we stay active from the top of the head all the way down to the feet for the whole extension of the exercise. Now, staying here in the bridge position, we're going to go into single leg. So we're going to take, I'm going to start with my left leg here off of the mat. And I'm going to really squeeze that ball with that floating leg. Because once that leg lifts, it kind of wants to drop. So I have to make sure it stays active. Ribs are closed. Psoas is engaged nice and strong. Pressing the right foot into the mat firmly. Active through the triceps, long through the spine. Only lift the hips as high as you can keep them level. So we inhale. Exhale, squeeze the ball, tuck the pelvis, lift. Now if I come higher, I'm gonna go twisty-twisty. So I'm gonna stay there, it's a lot of work. Exhale, tuck from the top of the spine, all the way down, continuing to squeeze the ball. Now, we alternate between the legs to work the body balanced. So now we plant the left foot, take the right leg wide or long, squeezing the inner thigh, holding that ball nice and firm. Inhale, exhale, tuck and lift. I can come much higher on this side, really feel that hamstring a little bit more. Squeeze with that right inner thigh, and with an exhale, come down. Plant that right foot. Extend the left leg. Squeeze with the inner thigh, press with that right foot. Exhale, tuck and lift. The nervous system knows what to do a little bit better now on this weaker side. Feel that hamstring a little bit more, connecting through those triceps. With an exhale, deep tuck, and I come down. All right, last one from this direction, down, up. Extend that right leg. Get everything in alignment. Squeeze, inhale, exhale, Tuck and lift, go long, and roll down. Now I know those hamstrings want to break, but it's not time just yet. So now plant both feet, really feel those inner thighs lit up here. And we're gonna lift into a bridge with both feet planted on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, press the feet, squeeze the ball, tuck the pelvis and lift. Reaching the fingertips long, feeling that chest open, tractioning through the crown of the head. So that's definitely one piece that I find I lose track of. So reach the crown of the head long. Feel the whole of the spine working here. Ribs are closed. We're not too high for our bones. Keep holding on to that ball nice and firm. Inhale. Exhale, take the right foot off of the mat, point. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, left. Squeezing the ball, trying to not drop the hips. Inhale, down. Exhale, right foot again. Down. Left. Ooh, third time's a charm, each side. Trying to keep those hips from twisting. Last time. And down. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Deep tuck. Squeeze the ball. All the way down. All the way down. Whew. All right. Ball down. And draw those knees in again. Oh, for hipsters. Drawing those knees into your center, circling around the joint space of the hip. One direction and the other direction. Feeling that back stretch just a little bit. Whew. All right, now we're gonna put the ball back between the knees, and we're gonna keep the legs floating here in chair position. Now in the abdominal video that I did a while back, we did teaser. So all we're gonna do here for today's workout is we're gonna throw in a teaser up. So I like to do this with the ball between the knees, the legs in chair position, and the arms down at our sides, palms flipped up. I call this a low V. So those arms are at just about a 45-degree angle away from the body to assist with the shoulder blades coming down the rib cage as we come up. Long through the spine. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chin floats, shoulder blades connect, breastbone drops. Squeeze the ball. Let the legs come forward a little bit. Control it to come up to a V-sit as best you can. Exhale, lower the feet, and come up out of that position. And let's roll onto our side. All right, so for side lying, we're gonna get into a banana shape. Now today we're gonna use the ball for our side lying as a prop to assist and create some stability. This is a really nice way to make sure that the upper body stays as active as it should be in the side lying series. I also like to do this using the Pilates ring. It just sort of changes the nature of the activity of the upper body. Definitely makes it harder, but it also keeps you in all of the right connections from start to finish. So that's the nice thing about some of these props sometimes. Keeps you in the sweet spot the whole time. All right, so as I'm lining myself up here along the back edge of my mat, I bring the feet to the front corner, so I sort of make a banana shape with my body, and I come down to lie on this bottom arm or supporting arm. I'm gonna bring the ball out so that the top arm is just sort of relaxed away from the body. I've not got it tucked in tight and I've not got it reached long. I sort of have it in a nice natural position there. So find where that's at for you. Then we're gonna connect through the shoulder blades. So we connect here. That helps me to pull the ribs in, lengthening. I'm looking for that sense of space between the mat and my waist. I'm gonna let that head rest on the hands. I don't wanna squinch into that neck. I wanna keep it long. Press into that ball and feel that immediately the whole upper body and into those obliques really starts working. Press the bottom leg into the mat firmly and hover the top leg above the bottom leg. Now, whatever our movement is here, the body's gotta be controlled. So I'm gonna tell you right now, my movement is small today. So my foot is flexed. I'm gonna inhale twice, kicking that top leg forward, folding at the hip, point the foot, take it back, exhale, squeeze the booty. Flex forward, point back. And again, it doesn't matter how big the movement is, so long as it's controlled the whole time. Whew, let's do two more. Last one. Now, that foot hovers, flexed above the bottom, Ooh, make sure I haven't lost those connections or reclaim them. Tiny circles with that top leg from the hip, nice and quick, just breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold. Point the foot, change the direction of the circle, take it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Ooh, flex the foot again. Tummy tight, long spine. I always lose it on those pointed feet. Bigger circle. Inhale, kick the leg forward, up, around, and down in your range. Again. Got 2 more. Last one. Point the foot. Oh, we got to go the other way. Take it back, up, around, forward. Woo! Connect. Breathe. Take it back. One more. All right. Now we're going to bring that top foot onto the mat. Now your goal is to bring it here where I've brought mine, where this foot is in line with the bottom hip. This can be a lot on the knee. It can be a lot on the hip. There's a lot of reasons why this range of motion I've got may not be appropriate for you. So what we want is for the foot to be planted, equal pressure, big toe, little toe, and heel. So if it's got to be all the way down here, if it's got to be out a little bit further, that's fine. The tighter the range of motion, the trickier it is to sort of work within that control. So just find where it's appropriate for you. You feel that it's challenged to stay connected, to hold this position, but also you can successfully work through the exercise. We're gonna do a bottom leg lift. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift that bottom leg. Squeezing the inner thigh, reaching towards the ceiling. The foot is flexed. I still have that space between my waist and the mat. Upper body active, pressed into that ball. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Down. Lift. One more, down. Lift and hold. Long and connected. Inhale. As you exhale, can you let go of that top leg and bring it to meet the bottom leg, pointing both feet. Lower the legs together. All right, we're gonna flip onto our belly here, and we're gonna throw in some heel beats. It's the beginning or a warm up for our spine extension. So I'm gonna put that ball right above my head here. I'm gonna rest my forehead on my hands. The legs are long on the mat, and my thighs or hip bones here are externally rotated. So I've rolled them out. My heels are together. Tailbone is down. Tummy tight. I'm hovering those legs off of the mat. I don't feel any yucky information here in the low back. I just feel a lot of work. I'm gonna click those heels together on a quick 10 count. And we breathe 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Flex those feet wide like you're Mary Poppins. See if you can lift the legs a little bit higher. Shoulder blades are down, head is long. Click the heels again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Point the feet. Lower the legs to the mat. Arms by your sides. Push back and release the back. The nice child's pose. And then flip around to the other side. So we're going to grab our ball and we're going to come down. Lining ourselves up. The back edge of the mat, feet to the front corner. Ball underneath that top hand. Head resting on the bottom hand. Get all connected. One side's always easier than the other. Hover that top leg. Let's kick it forward on a 2-beat. Back. Last one. Foot is flexed, hovering above that bottom leg. Now that bottom leg, remember, is active. Space between your waist and the mat. Shoulders stacked. Press into that ball. Tiny circles from the hip of that top leg. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Point the foot, take it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Ooh, flex the foot. We got big circles. Breathe. Kick it forward, up, around, and down. One more. Point the foot, take it back. It's an inhale to begin the movement and an exhale to finish. Lengthening through the spine. Pressing into that ball. And hold. Now bring that foot down. Take just a minute to see what your range of motion is on this side. Equal pressure, big toe, little toe, and heel. Knee is lifted, open towards the sky, long through the spine. Press the ball. Inhale. Exhale, lift the bottom leg. Make sure you've got all those connections. Nice and stable. Squeeze, wake up that inner thigh. Inhale down. Exhale up. Although if I'm honest, at this point in our workout, my inner thighs are very awake. Let's do 2 more. Lift. Last one. Lift. Hold. Exhale, bring the top leg to meet the bottom leg. Point both feet. Lower those legs down. Now for our heel beats on this side, we're going to do a little bit different. I want you to put the ball between the ankles before you roll over. So now we've got a hold of that ball at our ankles. Just changes that whole sort of sensation so that we do the same exercise, but we get a little bit different stimulation there through those connections. So forehead is resting on the hands, shoulder blades are connected, ribs are closed, belly button is drawn to the spine, pelvis is neutral, legs are long, we're holding the ball, and we lift those legs ever so slightly, pointed feet, and we squeeze the ball just as we tapped our heels together on a 10 count. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Flex your feet wide. You're still holding the ball. The legs are still lifted. Now we're going to squeeze, pulse that ball as if we were beating our heels. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Point the feet. Lower the legs all the way down. Leaving the ball there, but releasing your hold on it. With an exhale, push back to release your back with a nice little child's pose. We're going to go into our spine extension to finish this off today. Come back down onto the mat. We've got that ball there between the ankles. And we're going to bring our arms down at our sides here in a goal post. So that means that the elbows are bent. Shoulder blades are connected. Our eye gaze is straight down at the mat. Holding the ball, but letting those feet stay in contact with the floor. Finding your neutral pelvis, tailbone is down long, belly button is drawn to the spine as if it's floating off of the mat. Keep the arms in contact with the floor here for our first couple. Inhale and exhale to prepare. Get those connections. Now, inhale, draw the shoulder blades down the rib cage, lifting the chest, pushing into the arms. Make sure you've brought your belly button with you. And with an exhale, we soften through the arms and we come down. So our arms are assisting us in this first couple. Inhale and exhale. Nice squeeze on that ball, long through the spine. Inhale, shoulder blades down, lift the chest, push into the arms, but a little bit less. You don't want the arms to assist quite as much. Exhale, come down. Squeeze the ball, long spine. Inhale, shoulder blades slide. Lift the chest up. Don't push into the arms this time. As you feel yourself wanting to, really pull the shoulder blades down into the rib cage a little bit more. Draw that belly button in. Lift one arm off of the mat and the other arm. Inhale, see if you can lift higher. Woo! Exhale, come all the way down, leaving the arms to hover. Exhale to get your connections. Now inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. Let the upper body just rest. Inhale and exhale to prepare. Now squeeze that ball. Inhale, lift those legs. So The shoulder blades are connected, the neck is reaching long, but we're not lifting through the upper body. Woo! Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the ball. See if you can think about those thighs lifting off of the mat, lengthening long through the spine. With an exhale, we come down. Last one. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Hold here. Inhale, let the shoulder blades slide down the rib cage. Lift the upper body to meet the lower half. Now we're in a nice little baby swan. All right, guys, drop the ball, stay lifted, and extend the arms. And this is quite a lot of work with those arms going long, so you can stay here and hold, or you can swim to the end, alternating shoulders and hips. One more breath, and hold. Lower it all down. Push back to your heels, and release your back. Let that head come down to the mat. Sit bones reach for your heels. Belly button draws to the spine. You want to feel the stretch from the base of the skull all the way down to the tailbone. And rest. Woo! That was a lot of work. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. That was just a nice session that put together all of those fundamental pieces that we have spent so much time learning how to connect and hold into our bodies. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel. Give us a like on the video. Let us know what you thought about it. And if there's some other type of a fluid movement that you'd like to see us put together for you, or if you have any questions about what we did, how something felt awesome or how something felt awful or whatever it might be, we would love to engage with you guys out there, and stay safe and keep moving, and we'll see you soon. Bye.